Hi everyone, my name is Margarita Tapia.
Stephanie Jimenez,
Katie Alcalo,
Citlali Gonzalez.
And I'm Shamika Bush.
and we're presenting on parental role modeling and alcohol use in adulthood.
We're beginning with our background. Many studies have been conducted in which researchers have found that parental role modeling contributes to alcohol use of their offspring in adulthood. One such finding was analyzed by the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, Alcohol Alert Report in 2016, which revealed that a factor in influence in alcohol use is role modeling of alcohol consumption of parents that has shown to affect alcohol use throughout an individual's lifetime. Also, alcohol use is defined as a consumption of beverages containing ethyl alcohol and is categorized by levels of consumption, both in terms of habitual use and of use at a given point in time. Findings from a study in 2015 reported that 86.4% of individuals 18 years or older reported drinking alcohol at one point in their life, while 70% reported drinking in the past year, and 56.0% reported drinking in the past month. Also, a 1989 report from Stanton and Nicholson found that parents' behavior does influence adult drinking behavior through social modeling. In addition, they also found that their level of drinking corresponded with their parents' behavior. Other data found that besides the regular role modeling explanation of the drinking habits of parents, the drinking habits of adults is also manifest on the drinking habits of family members.
Okay, so to continue, findings from Bell, Wood, Mosgan, and Klein from 2011 found that there is a stronger association between paternal rather than maternal problem drinking, which influences adult alcohol consumption. And for this study, we wanted to see if there was a relationship between parental role modeling and if it had an influence on alcohol use in adulthood with students from Cal State Dominguez Hills that grew up witnessing alcohol-related behavior from their parents. And our hypothesis was parental role modeling influences alcohol use in adulthood. Our independent variable was parental role modeling, and our dependent variable was alcohol use in adulthood.
The methods that we used for the survey research design will be used to investigate if there is a relationship between parental role modeling and alcohol use in adulthood. The type of measurement used, for example, one is an ordinal level by Faulkner and Faulkner in 2014, because there are relatively equal distance between each of the responses. Example question used to measure parental role modeling is how would you classify your parents' role modeling on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very bad and 10 being very good. The type of measurement used in example 3 is ratio by Faulkner and Faulkner again, because there is an absolute zero. Example questions used to measure alcohol use in adulthood. How would you classify your alcohol use on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being a non-drinker and 10 being a heavy drinker by the American Drug and Alcohol Survey? The testing hypothesis is the analysis plan for testing the hypothesis is a correlation. A correlation test is designed to use if there is a relationship between the two variables of parental role modeling and alcohol use in adulthood.
The pie charts above show the demographics of our participants. The first graph shows our gender, which is 33.3% male and 97.7% female. The bottom graph shows race. There are 10% African American, 13.3% Asian American, 66.7% Latino American, 3.3% white Americans, and 6.7% other. The next pie chart shows age, ranging from 20 to 43. The histograms here show that the majority of students rate their alcohol use as non-drinkers, as indicated by the number 0 on the graph. The second graph illustrates the level of students rate their parental role modeling influence from 1 to 10. It shows that the majority of students are influenced by their parental role modeling indicated by the number 100 on the graph. Here, based on the results from our correlation test, there is a sample of 30 respondents for both independent and dependent variable. The test reveals that there is a moderately strong correlation between the independent and dependent variable.
Discussion. Based on past research articles and our class survey results, data supports correlation between parental alcohol role modeling and alcohol use in adulthood. The higher level of influence from parents impacts and influences alcohol use in adults. Our findings in our research and class survey show similarities that the higher parental influence is on students, the higher the alcohol use is. Even though our sample size group was a small and limited to our human service classes, data shows correlation among our two variables. As a group, we also came to similar conclusions based on our own experiences. Based on our group, we found that all 5 of us have noticed a relationship between our parental role modeling and our present alcohol use. Strengths and limitations. One of the strengths of our study is that 30 of our classmates completed the survey, giving us the necessary data needed, all from the comfort of their home without having to worry about judgment and answering honestly. Another strength of our study is that the topic is relatable because at some point in the subject's life, they were exposed to alcohol and some sort of parental guidance. The study was also designed to fit the target population. The following are the limitations found in our survey. The number of participants was limited to a small sample size. The gender gap was extremely high. Results showing 29 females and only 1 male, making it an unequal distribution of gender. Furthermore, the limitations of our study consisted of limited amount of survey questions related to the topic. In addition, the race demographic was limited, with the majority being Latino.
In conclusion, based on our past research articles and our class survey results, data supports correlation between parental role model and alcohol use in adulthood. The higher of influence from the parents impacts and influence alcohol use in adulthood. Our findings in our research and class survey show similarities that the higher parental influence is on students, the higher the alcohol use is in them.
Okay, so how can our results be used? We could have programs throughout, like Alcoholics Anonymous, where we can educate parents on their alcohol behavior and how it affects their children. We could also have intervention programs that will educate and aid parents. We could also provide parents with parenting classes on the topic to bring awareness. And the whole reason for the study, we thought, was to bring awareness in the form of pamphlets, workshops, and media to educate parents about how their role modeling makes a huge impact on their children. We came to conclude that there was really no policy we could put so that parents could reduce their alcohol consumption. The only possible policy we came up with is that where children were allowed in public spaces, the number of alcoholic beverages for parents should be limited. And we thought that further investigation needed to be focused on degree of drinking from those that drink socially to those that drink excessively. For example, if they drink in social events or if they drink as a bad habit. And that's it. These are our references. That was the end of our presentation. Thank you for watching.
Yay.